I hope you don't get the sickness.
My boy Kurt is a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedle dumb, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay-at-home Disney dad.
Okay, Disney sing-along songs, The Circle of Life. So what we have here is a random collection of Disney songs with the bouncy ball lyrics at the bottom of the screen. Pretty straightforward. Not much to possibly talk about with this one, right? Wrong! Being a teenager in the 90s, I was raised in the disciplined and competitive era of the mixtape. A mixtape was a tireless process of arranging and committing to a series of songs in a specific order and recording them in real time onto a cassette tape with no redos. Think of it like a Spotify playlist, only without being the worst thing ever in the world. You make a Spotify playlist, and if the second song is Dr. Jones by Aqua, and your friends all make fun of you, in the world of Spotify, you could just laugh it off and be like, oh, how did that get in there? And with the click of a button, you get rid of Dr. Jones forever. In the world of cassette tapes and mixtapes, if you commit to Dr. Jones by Aqua as side 1, song 2, and your friends make fun of you, you're in too deep. There's no way out. There's no redos. There's no escape. You gotta own it. Made you stronger. And when it was time to make your next mixtape, you had to double down and make no mistakes and knock that one out of the park to redeem yourself. Sometimes I would spend months planning a mixtape. A good mixtape was an incredible roller coaster of emotion. I'm practically married because of my mixtape skills. 90s ladies loved mixtapes. That being said, I shall put on my monocle, press play, and judge Disney's sing-along songs The Circle of Life as if it were a mixtape. Shall we begin? Feature presentation. Sebastian sings a song about us all, about all the sing-along, and there's a slick montage of a bunch of classic Disney clips, and it's like preparing you, it's like training you to sing along with the words at the bottom as they light up. That doesn't count, that's not a real song. Here we go. First song, Circle of Life, and that's absolutely, like, there's nowhere else to put the Circle of Life than first. There's no song that can end and then Circle of Life would begin and not have the latter overshadow the former. This has to be first. You always start with the biggest song out of the gates to set the mood, and this is it. If you ever made a Disney mixtape or CD or playlist and you included the song Circle of Life and it wasn't first, you failed. As a music organizer, as a fan, and as a human being. So far, couldn't be prouder. 1 for 1. Up next, interesting. We bring it all to a halt with Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. Sure, it's a hit, but mood-wise, we went from an 11 to a 3. I personally would have put Under the Sea here if you wanted a Little Mermaid song. A good mixtape has a string of 3 or 4 high-energy hits straight off the top before you try to slow things down. So Part of Your World second, gotta disagree. Not a huge fail, but it wouldn't have been my choice for a second song. Third is Prince Ali from Aladdin. This is a good placement for it. This could have been second. It's upbeat and familiar and a crowd pleaser. Curious to see where they go next. If it's another slow song, 18-year-old Curtis in his Ford Tempo with a cassette player hoping to catch the eye of the hot brunette who works overnights with him at A&W is going to pull his hair out. Because the biggest rookie mistake of a mixtape is going fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. Okay, fourth. Just Can't Wait to Be King. Now, normally, this would have been a perfect second song. Checks all the boxes, right? Upbeat, popular hit, but you can't. You can't have back-to-back songs from the same artist. You couldn't have 2 Lion King songs back-to-back. That's lazy. So yeah, fourth is a good place for this. So far, Disney, you're 3 for 4 on your mixtape abilities. As I said in my Lion King reviews, the I Just Can't Wait to Be King part is sillier than it should be for a serious movie like The Lion King, but I can't deny that this is a great song. Bill's Little Town is next. This is what I'm talking about. We're 5 songs in, time to slow it down a little bit, give the peeps some time to catch their breath for a few tracks before we slowly ramp it back up. The chaotic and strong finish to Just Can't Wait to Be King gives you an easy out. You can put any song after that and it won't seem out of place. So Little Town works perfectly here. For the record, this would have been a really good first song on side 2 had this been an actual tape, because it's slow and it builds and it's fun to sing along to, and it rocks a little in the end. But for now, it's a decent song 5. And now that we've slowed the mood down, let's see if Disney knows what they're doing and keeps the mood mellow. Yep, song 6 is Follow the Leader from Peter Pan. Not much to say about that. Song 7 is Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. They still know what they're doing. They brought it down. They kept it down. They're showing people like, sure, we like to rock. We like to have a good time. But there's more to me than that. I'm relatable on many levels that may surprise you. From here we go to song 8, Hakuna Matata. Again, acceptable placement. You got to keep the mood up, but the energy mid-range for now before we ramp it back up. Vibe-wise, it's comparable to Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. This tape is also a testament to The Lion King. These songs are great as standalone hits, while most of the other non-Lion King songs so far haven't really been. We're sitting at a strong 7 for 8 for this VHS mixtape if you're keeping score at home. Song 9, wait, okay, we go back to the Lion King song, which as I mentioned, is an absolute sin in the mixtape world. Back-to-back Lion King songs is lazy, shows you lost interest in seeing your masterpiece through to the end, and you just start filling it up with songs from the same tape or CD, and that's unacceptable. However, I've never seen this before. It says it's from Pumbaa and Timon, and it's a cover of The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Google tells me this is from Lion King 1.5, and I don't remember it at all, but I also tried blocking out most of that movie because it's probably one of the worst I've ever reviewed. But regardless, this is what I'm talking about. Let's slowly build the energy back up, just never with back-to-back songs from the same artist. And then, no, number 10 is another Lion King song. That's a third Lion King song in a row. This was where the pretty brunette would tuck and roll out of your moving car for having such an embarrassingly weak mixtape game. It's a comedy cover of the song Yummy, Yummy, Yummy. No words. This mixtape is on life support now. Get the needle of adrenaline out before it's too late. What is this? This was at the end of, quote, episode 11 of Pumbaa and Timon. Was that a series? Sometimes the Disney reach is just too wide and I have to tap out and can't Google it and live to fight another day. This is one of those times. We have fallen to a staggering 7 out of 10. Then we go to WILD from the Jungle Book 2, back on track. Huge high energy song. We're either building to a huge finale or this is the finale. Big band swing feel. We'll get the kids off the couch and dancing, sending everyone home happy, trying to forget the sins of the last 3 song placements. Next up is Jungle Rhythm, also from Jungle Book 2. They've given up. They've thrown all their hard work away with 3 Lion King songs followed by 2 Jungle Book songs back to back, but at least vibe-wise, they're following my musical trajectory. This is another high-energy song. I'm going to keep the kids dancing and send everyone home happy. We're sitting at a respectable 9 out of 12 now, and they've decided to tack on one last song. And I don't know if you can have a dancier number than these last 2 to send the folks home happy, or else they have an ace up their sleeve that I just can't remember. That is as to the ending as Circle of Life was to the beginning. And it's When You Wish Upon a Star. They got me. No, they're right, I'm wrong. Circle of Life should start every single Disney mixtape, and When You Wish Upon a Star should end every single mixtape. They were right. The sins of 3 Lion King songs followed by 2 Jungle Book songs are not forgotten, but when you have the perfect ending song like this, it makes people forget the middle a little. I would have moved Part of Your World after Hakuna Matata and split the Jungle Book songs with Yummy, 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 which still isn't ideal, but at least it shows you're kind of trying. All in all, this Mixtape Master gives Disney Sing-Along the Circle of Life song placement a solid 10 out of 13.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and